Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. We're going to uncover the absolute ultimate method for making a vibrant, savory Thai stir-fried eggplant. Seriously, if you've ever tried cooking eggplant at home and just felt totally disappointed by the results, well, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're breaking down the exact technique to elevate this classic dish from a mushy, dark mess to a literal restaurant-quality masterpiece right in your very own kitchen.
So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with the culinary problem, uncover the kitchen secret, then move on to gathering the ingredients, the cooking steps, and finally, the final dish. Let's get to it.
Part 1. The culinary problem. Why eggplants fail. Picture this. You buy these beautiful, vibrant, bright green or purple eggplants, right? But the absolute moment they hit your hot wok, they turn into this dark, unappetizing mush. So why does this actually happen? Well, it all comes down to oxidation. When the flesh of the eggplant is exposed to air, enzymes react and they rapidly discolor the vegetable. Now, it doesn't necessarily ruin the flavor, but hey, we eat with our eyes first, don't we? And a gray-black pile of eggplant is just not the vibe we're going for.
The contrast here is actually pretty striking. If you skip the prep, you're left with muddy, dark oxidation. It frankly looks terrible. But if you utilize a very specific kitchen secret, it ensures your dish stays brightly colored, structurally sound, and visually stunning. The difference is literally night and day, and getting that vibrant look is entirely within your control.
Which brings us to part 2, the kitchen secret, the crucial prep steps. Okay, so here is the core trick. You might be wondering why we need to do this, but a saltwater soak neutralizes that oxidation process immediately after you slice the vegetables. You're going to want to prep about half a liter of water and mix in 1 tablespoon of salt until it's fully dissolved. The exact second you cut that eggplant, say into nice diagonal bite-sized pieces, you drop them straight into this bath. Why soak in salt water before cooking? Because that salt water creates an instant barrier. It stops those browning enzymes dead in their tracks to lock in that beautiful natural color.
Now here's the next crucial point. After you drain that soaked eggplant, you have to quickly pre-fry it in hot oil for exactly 1 minute, just until it's soft. So you drain the water, heat up some oil, and drop them right in. This rapid 1-minute fry sets the color permanently and softens the texture perfectly before the main stir-fry event even begins. Once they're slightly tender, just scoop them out and set them aside. This 2-step prep, the soak and the quick fry, is the ultimate kitchen secret.
Moving on to part 3, gathering the ingredients, building the flavor profile.
Our fundamental flavor profile relies on a handful of absolute superstars. Obviously, we have our beautifully prepped fresh eggplant. But to really bring this dish to life, we're going to need fiery red ginger chilies, incredibly fragrant sweet basil, and highly aromatic Thai garlic. These specific ingredients are the absolute backbone of that unmistakable, vibrant Thai flavor.
To establish that perfect, authentic Thai spice level, you're going to need to pound exactly 10 red ginger chilies together with 1 whole head of Thai garlic. And yes, pounding them together in a mortar and pestle is absolutely key here. It releases all those essential oils and creates a potent, fragrant paste that's going to form the flavor base of our entire stir-fry. For the star protein of this dish, we're looking at 250 grams of minced pork. The fat from the pork renders down and just mixes beautifully with our aromatics. Though, you can easily adjust this amount if you prefer a meatier meal. The minced texture is perfect because it clings right to the soft eggplant, making sure every single bite has a bit of everything.
Part 4. The cooking steps, bringing it all together.
The cooking process flows really rapidly from here. As we covered, you start by pounding the aromatics and executing our secret pre-fry step. Next, pour most of that frying oil out, leaving just a little bit in the wok. Toss in your chili garlic paste and stir-fry it until your kitchen smells absolutely incredible. Then, drop in the minced pork, brown it up, and mix it thoroughly with those spicy aromatics.
Once that pork is cooked through, we build our sauce. We achieve that rich, savory flavor by seasoning the pork with 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce, 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, a little splash of fish sauce for that deep umami hit, and 1 tablespoon of white sugar for some essential sweetness to balance out the heat. Finally, add just a splash of water so the sauce doesn't dry out and stays perfectly luscious.
The final step, fold in that perfectly vibrant pre-fried eggplant. Toss it in the savory pork sauce so it absorbs all those rich flavors. Then, you're going to turn off the heat and throw in a generous handful of sweet basil. You want to stir this very briefly. Just let the residual heat gently wilt the basil so those delicate herbs don't lose their magic.
And finally, part 5,
the final dish, the savory payoff.
The intense aroma of the sweet basil, combined with that savory sauce, is so incredibly fragrant, it will literally make you want to devour an entire pot of hot steamed rice. Because you took the time to do the saltwater soak and the pre-fry, your eggplant is beautifully soft but holds its shape, proudly displaying its vibrant color against the rich, dark sauce and bright green basil. It is a true culinary triumph.
So now that you know the exact scientific prep steps for keeping your eggplant beautiful and delicious, what other classic vegetable dishes do you think could benefit from mastering this essential technique? Just think about how understanding a simple chemical reaction like oxidation and stopping it with a little salt water can entirely transform your home cooking. Grab some fresh ingredients, fire up the wok, and experience this incredible savory payoff for yourself. Keep learning, keep experimenting, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.